Bond saga is the longest in the history of cinema, and to celebrate 5 decades of crazy adventures, an entire exhibition is dedicated to the world's most famous spy, 007. And it starts off with the famous Aston Martin. But James Bond is not just all about big cars and gadgets, it's also about fashion and style.
James Bond is always one step ahead of contemporary. And I think what our show does really shows you how fashion-forward James Bond was, how fashion-forward the women who were his sidekicks were.
Ready?
Are you ready, Mr. Bond?
Ready?
I think the great thing about when you go to see a James Bond movie is if you're a man or a woman, you always want something on screen. And I think that's what James Bond films do. They don't only entertain, but they really invoke a sense of desire within the viewers.
Over the years, James Bond and the villains have certainly changed. Back in the 60s, the very first James Bond movies were based on the Cold War era. But now things have certainly evolved, and that's a real challenge for costume designers.
Well, you have to cope with the heritage. You have to think that you are taking a film, you are taking 50 years of success, and you have to do better. And that's a challenge in itself. I was so afraid when I started Skyfall. But I knew that although I had to respect what has been done before and the aesthetic of James Bond, I had to innovate and make it up to the 21st century.
It's a well-known fact, 007 loves women, he loves action, but he certainly loves new technology. More than 400 gadgets are exhibited here, from grenade watches to code-breaking cigarette cases. Fans will be able to take a look at these objects until the 4th of September.